This is the Nurzviy solar panel, but it's huge. Check this out. So I've been testing this one for the past couple of days through my backyard. I'm going to show you all the results. I've been moving it left and right and tested out with a Bluetti power supply. Now this is what I've learned so far. As far as the construction, it has a cloth material as a waterproof material here on the side. So this is really nice. Water doesn't stick to it. It is waterproof, and it's an interesting type of a waterproofing. It's like a duck. The water doesn't even stick to it. So if you have to put it in a van after a rain, you can just fold it, put it in a van, shake it a little bit, water falls off like a duck. The cells themselves are really nice. It looks like carbon fiber kind of plastic, and they're hooked up with these hinges that seems to be very strong. I've been closing it and opening it multiple times, and I haven't seen any signs of wear and tear as far as that goes. Also, you have these little feet in the back to angle the solar panel in the right direction, and you have a pocket with a cable, and surprisingly, it has a normal solar panel connector on it. Surprisingly, they give you also 3 ends. That just happens that this one fits into my Bluetti battery. So they either specifically designed it for the Bluetti, or they knew that this is a common connection for this kind of things. As far as weight, yeah, it's about 20 pounds. So as far as power production, you have to understand how the solar panels work. So this works with an MPPT inverter. It's about 20 volts, and it can max out around 160 watt hours inside the MPPT inverter. Now, the numbers that I have on the screen, remember, these are after all the conversion losses and everything like that. Here's also January 15th. So January 15th is a very low sun. Therefore, the sun is not as strong as it would be. And the angle is never perfect to the sun, and therefore you're going to have a little bit of a less power generated. So when you're buying this thing, which is clearly rated for 200 watt hours, it can deliver in perfect conditions 200 watt hours. In my test base, with a little bit of a haze in the sky, with a little bit of a smog that we have here in Vegas, it clearly delivers 160 watts into the battery. So that's after the conversion. So I'm sure that it was more because there are losses before. So is it a 200 watt? Yes, it is. Is it good for power banks? Yes, it is. Because power banks usually work between 12 and 24 volt, and this one is like right smack down in the middle. It's a 20 volt, but the MPPT is around 18. So because of that, it's like right in the middle. So there's a multitude of power supplies or battery banks that this one can work with. As far as wind didn't really affect it, so it didn't push it around, even though I had a light breeze. Well, at 160 watts, if you get about 6 hours worth of really good sun, then the math is very simple. You're gonna get about 1,000 watt hours of power. So 1 kilowatt worth of power with this thing, easy. I got my power supply from 25% to 75%, so it was like a 750 day. But I had a couple of shade spots, and I had to watch it, you know. The idea behind this thing is, what's nice about it is that you could angle it. So you could put it in the morning towards facing the sun. You could move it at 12 o'clock, at the 12 o'clock sun, and then catch the 6 o'clock sun also. So you'll have a much wider range because it's very light, very easy to push around. What I like about it is not very tall. It's very long. Because it's not very tall, it doesn't have any issues as far as the tipping over from the wind. But because it's very long and it's very low, if you want to put it somewhere where there's like grass or anything that has like little plants like this, then you have to find a place where it's completely flat, because even a little bit of a shadowing of one of the cells can kill the entire thing, so it won't produce any power. So that's very important. But construction material is great. With the handle, it's awesome. I really like the handle. The pocket, you can store your accessory, is really nice. The cells look like into a carbon fiber material, so it seems to be very rigid and solid. At almost 20 pounds is not too heavy. I would say I would recommend it, but you might want to stay subscribed or keep an eye on my videos, because I'm going to bring you a long-term review on it, because I'm going to start traveling with it and see what's going to happen. And then if I can't find any flaws, then you could watch my next video. Until then, thanks for watching.